Welcome to the special edition of Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers in collaboration with Catherine Landry's SheShopsLocal.ca. We are going to be highlighting some of the great local women-owned businesses here in the Ottawa region. But before I get to our first guest, I just want a big thank you to Alpha Art Gallery. They're located down on Sussex Drive, right in the Byward Market. Just a beautiful space, a beautiful venue. Get us in that mood for the holidays. And if you're looking for a piece of art for that art lover in your family, come on down and pay them a visit. Well, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our first guest for today's show. I am joined by Kesenya Baechenko. She is the flower guru. She is the owner and florist of Nectar Flowers, Ottawa. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming down here in a beautiful display, a beautiful setup. We're going to get to all of this in just a moment, but I wanted to talk a little bit about your business and what inspired you to open up a flower shop.
Actually, it never was my goal, but it was always a part-time job for me. My mom, she's a landscape designer, and it was also something that I had passion in. So one day it just took over my life, and then it kept going and rolling, and here we are.
Did you ever, have to, take classes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did. Okay,
yes,
so tell us a little bit about that background, your education.
So originally I'm from Ukraine, and I have various education because I was learning languages, literature, and art, but I was also taking classes in floral art back home in Ukraine, also in Spain, in Poland, and but I just never thought it would be the main thing of my life.
How long have you been in business now?
3 years.
Okay, so let's talk about the shop itself. Before we get to what's on display, people walk into Nectar Flowers, Ottawa. What am I going to see? Paint the picture for me.
It's a beautiful location. We have huge windows, just like here, lots of light. We have amazing display set up, both with fresh cut flowers and the new addition, which is dry bar. We bring a lot of product that is dry, preserved, bleached, just because nowadays we see certain tendency that more people spend more time at home, and just something that would last a little bit longer than fresh cut flowers. Also a variety of plants. We specialize in bonsai trees and orchids and lots of nice stuff.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's talk about what you brought along here, and I should mention again that we do have a showstopper. You have something very special and unique that's going to be available at SheShopsLocal.ca. But before we get to that, let's start on our left here and tell me what we've got up front.
Yeah, so right here we have a setup. We typically do wreath workshops, which are very popular in December, but due to certain circumstances, we prefer to do them virtually right now. So we sell fantastic kits to DIY wreath festive kind of edition. So people can choose the design and they will receive everything that they need. So dry goods, they will receive some orange slices, cinnamon, actual wreath shape, evergreens, everything. We have a tutorial set up and it's just a fun thing to do at home.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a fantastic idea. Let's talk about, of course, one of the probably the biggest parts of your business is flowers and floral arrangements. Tell us what you brought along with you here today.
So we started introducing the Festive Collection for holiday season this year with some new addition, and of course we offer a variety of centerpieces, small arrangements, large ones for every single person with very different tastes. And just right here, it's a classic traditional look, red and greens with some pine cones and gold accents, which is festive. It's beautiful for holiday, just a very nice gift.
Well, it's really classy too, right? It's very classic, and if you're going to somebody's home as well, right, and you're looking for a host or hostess gift, this is a great idea. What about maintenance? Like, how long will these last? Is there any particular type of care you should have for these?
So ideally, we do need to change water once in a while, and flowers don't like much heat, so ideally they don't need to be close to the oven or close to the furnace. I mean, I have to mention because different people have different perception of the flowers, but apart from that, they're pretty easy, especially with the evergreens. We're lucky because they last very long, very long.
What about the cold? Some people would tend to put it near a window. Do you have
any
concern?
That's
it
the
is,
best. Okay. The cooler it is, the better it is for the flowers.
All right, what do we have next here? Tell me, you mentioned bonsai, one of your specialties, and orchids. Tell me about this and how to keep it like this, because this is so beautiful.
So this is classic example of very traditional bonsai tree. This is a small juniper. It's 6 years old. It was trained, pruned, and it's in a beautiful shape. It will grow into a wonderful, just magnificent plant. It does need a little bit of care.
Okay.
So it needs quite a consecutive watering and spraying with water. But the bonsai culture is something just I'm very interested in. So we like to introduce it more and more to Ottawa people, and it's been pretty popular.
I find it's something that is kind of hands-on. It's sort of calming, right? Where you can just sit and trim and pretty it up.
It's something that you actually should do, and it's very grateful. And you see the results, and it's just a nice process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a quick one, because this one is 6 years old.
Right.
But it is fun.
How long can they last?
Up to the sky, the limit.
Really?
Some
like
of them in
decades
Japan
long?
are hundreds and hundreds years old.
Wow. Okay, let's get to our showstopper. This is what's going to be available on SheShopsLocal.ca. Tell me about it.
So we made a classic edition festive holiday wreath of a great size, which will suit particularly any door. We use some elements which are traditional for the holiday, like pine cones and apple slices and cinnamon, local evergreens, and it just makes a wonderful gift for yourself or for your loved ones.
Excellent. And of course, you have another beautiful wreath here.
Yeah.
And this arrangement, tell me about this. This looks spectacular. This would be great as a centerpiece on your dining room
and
table.
that's what it is. It's kind of like a nice centerpiece, and we do very different versions of centerpieces. Some are lower, some are shorter to fit different types of table. And there is something new. It's called bunny tails. It's part of our dry product.
Is that this here?
Yes, exactly.
Cute. I love it.
And
I never heard it called bunny tails.
Yes,
is that what
they
it
are.
is? Okay.
There is a Latin name, obviously, for this, Lagurus, but it's too complicated, so we call it bunny tails. And yeah, it comes from Italy, and it stays forever. Very cute and cozy.
What's the ordering process, and how long ahead of time should somebody come in or visit you online?
We are pretty busy, at least we're trying to be in these times. So we have very good stock on a daily basis. We have floral delivery 3 times per week. We are pretty capable of bringing in everything on a daily basis, but certain product does need to be ordered in advance. And our farmers, for instance, they already want an order for Valentine's Day.
Oh, really? Fantastic. Well, Kesenya, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I want to remind everyone, of course, you can go to nectarflowersottawa.ca, right, to find out more information about you. And a reminder of our showstopper, it is the Winter Festive Wreath. So that's going to be available at SheShopsLocal.ca. And we have some entertainment for you. Between all of these segments, one of the most talented artists in the country, Tyler Keeley, is going to be playing piano and, of course, entertaining us throughout. I'm going to catch up with him a little bit later, but let's go to him right now.